Hello everyone and welcome to a Doctor Who review video with me, John Parker, and...
Me, Jack Howling, and...
And me, Cody, the other guy, that guy.
It's great to have you with us, Cody, for the Doctor Who reviews. So, folks, we are back once again, and this year of Series 10. And today was Episode 1, the pilot. Now, brief summary of the plot. We have the Doctor, who is now apparently living a normal life, to say. And he is now currently teaching in a university, lecturing to a whole range of students. And of course, I'm pretty sure you both would agree with me that those kind of lectures are ones that I would definitely love to go to.
I would love to go to it, but I guarantee you I probably wouldn't properly get it.
Yeah.
It'd go too quick for me. I'd have to have
True.
it slowed down.
Yeah, true. So, with all that in mind, we then also get introduced to the new companion, Bill, who seems to have a rather keen interest in his lectures, and actually becomes a personal student, or...
Yeah, he becomes the mentor.
It becomes a mentor.
Personal
Yes,
mentor.
that's the word. That's the word. Thank you. So, he and her kind of, well, I would say they're kind of doing their own private lessons, although that kind of escalates and turns into a whole kind of wacky adventure. Mainly when Bill gets introduced to this particular individual. This individual with a very strange eye.
One that has a star, because of the Irish deficiency. The defect.
Yeah, which I have to agree with Bill on that, is a very strange defect. You know.
It is. It did look nice though. I mean, granted, if I had a defect like that, I'd be quite happy with it. I mean, I'd understand it would look a bit weird, but I'd be happy with it.
Yeah, but... yeah, I can kind of see that, but... anyway.
Although I can understand why she wanted to get rid of it, because it can cause people to... Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, but I don't know. Afterwards, she kind of acted weird. I mean, overall, her kind of character was completely weird. Not just like, you know, the kind of depressed state, but blimey was she strange. And with her idea of wanting to get away from everything, she miraculously stumbles upon this puddle, which takes hold of her, and, well, basically kidnaps her. Although I think what was happening was that she was being used as like a vessel, I suppose you could say, a vessel or a life source,
Yeah,
energy.
I think she was dead once she hit the
I
water.
I thought what the description was is that it was coolant or oil from a spacecraft, and it had taken her
living
to be
oil.
the pipe.
So
I think that's what gets covered in the episode.
yeah, so essentially she was like an engine, like a vehicle.
Yeah.
So
She was
I think
basically
so,
no, she was on. I think when she was captured, because as the Doctor said that Bill said that there was a promise that they made, which is when she said, "Don't leave, let me go with you," kind of thing. And so when she was pulled in, it wanted another passenger, quote unquote, because she kept wanting to go and find Bill again.
Yeah.
So it was after Bill and defending itself against anybody else, which is why she was like, attacking anybody else who was in the way. So yeah, it was purely because she had that promise to keep.
I think overall the basic idea of this episode was, well, from Bill's point of view, it was more kind of like she was trying to find out her, how would you put it? Bill's trying in the world. You know, she doesn't quite know what to do with herself. I mean, as we saw at the very start of the episode, well, mainly when the Doctor accepted her as his mentor, her mentor, every day was more or less the same, and it seemed that she wanted to try and find something different in her life, until obviously this all came along. So, it's like the episode was relating to lost love, in a way, you could say. Lost love that turned into this great big world of just pure adventure. Yeah. So Bill was looking for one particular thing, but instead, after everything that she went through, she got a whole load more. One other thing about the main plot of this episode was the Doctor himself. Now, there's a few things that kind of pointed out as to, well, actually didn't explain why he was on Earth, but it kind of gave me the idea as to why he's not exactly going out and doing what he usually does. The vault, this vault that they talked about. I have a feeling, I have a feeling this is going to be a recurring thing.
Yeah, like
whatever that is.
plot line, yeah.
Now that, I have to admit, that was a pretty good idea. Introducing something like that in a small way to begin with, that could potentially become a recurring thing in the series leading up to the finale, I think is a good way to kind of trigger the new series. And in a sense, that, along with other things, redeemed this episode, because I do feel with a few other developments, the episode overall was a little bit poor. But no, that in general, I thought was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Now
it could become more dangerous as well, depending what's in there.
Which I assume is probably going to involve John Sim.
Yeah.
As we saw in the Coming Soon trailer.
See, that would have been so much more amazing had that not already been thrown in our
confirmed.
face.
Yeah, they do like to leak too much.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't like it when people do that. It's like, just let us not know something.
And then we'll find out later on, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, the other thing I want to know is that the Doctor said he had a promise to keep.
I think, to be honest, they were trying to hint at the fact that he might have been sulking again, as what happened in the events in the Snowman, where he was on his cloud being grumpy, and he was doing the odd thing here and there. That, or it's something we haven't seen. But the reason the sulking plotline wouldn't make sense is because he's forgotten Clara, because the mind backfiring thing.
That's interesting.
So I'm not
I mean,
entirely sure what the reason would be.
I mean, he has been known to make promises to himself not to bring companions along because it just makes them sad. And even though he might have forgotten about Clara. Well, then again, did he forget? Because at the end of at the end of series 9, while he did technically forget, because that was of the whole point of the storyline, he did at the end notice that she'd put on the blackboard a message that he would have recognised. And you know how memories can come back sometimes. Perhaps he got bits and pieces, and it triggered him that maybe, okay, he's lost someone else here, therefore I should promise myself not to.
I could compare that to something completely different, but it would be such a long-winded description.
Yeah, probably haven't got the time for that. But no, I agree with everything you said in that, and they are pretty good theories. And who knows, we might actually find out and figure out the answer later on down the series.
Just a quick extra note, by the way, to do with characters. More to do with that particular monster character. The puddle, and the way that the woman had water pouring out of her like it was continuous, reminded me very much of Water of the Mars.
Yes, I mean, actually, to begin with, I actually thought, because underneath the puddle it looked like ice to me.
It did, and it froze over.
So, and I thought, I mean, with the voice as well, I thought, hang on a minute, have we got the Ice Warriors here?
Yeah, because they're coming back, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, in one way or another.
There's an interesting thought. I wonder if the spaceship was to do with them. Or maybe this whole entire pilot episode, if you get the pun there, is actually a Kickstarter. So everything we've seen, it doesn't feel finished because it's not finished.
It's true.
Maybe that leads up to close to the end. I mean, I know we know from leaks and spoilers that Cybermen are coming in on the last episode, and that will probably be the main quote-unquote monster there, but Ice Warriors are coming throughout the series, so maybe we will see that again.
The Which ones?
The
actual
Mondasian ones.
Oh yeah. Spoilers.
So, the one obviously in this episode, the one character in particular that stood out of all of them, of course, is Bill. Brand new companion, brand new personality. Yes, after things that she said, I was like, all right, okay, I'll give you that. Yeah.
But
the whole kind of comparing a spaceship to a kitchen.
Yeah.
Because of the metal.
Yeah.
What?
But although she did come up with a really good set of humorous lines. And what did she say? Because she said, "Is it a knockout?" And the basically the war.
She was.
And what was the other thing she said?
She
what happened to the door? Did you run out of money? I thought that was great.
Also pointing out things like the fact that TARDIS doors say pull to open rather than push.
Yes, I've always wondered that my entire life. I was like, why did they make that decision?
I don't think that's what she was pointing out. I think she was basically trying to, when he said it's a disguise, and it's inviting people in.
Oh yeah.
It's like you don't want people to go in there, but it says pull to. That's like having a red button that says do not push. I think is where that joke was going, not that he does it wrong.
Well, no, I think because there were other times as well where she was pointing out things that in the past Doctor Who fans have more or less thought about before. In reality, not in actual science fiction, but obviously in reality, thinking, oh well, why would that happen when it should be, pushing instead, or just things that she brought up, which did make me smile a little bit. So I do believe that Bill's character is going to develop quite far throughout the series. And I think it's only fair we do that and give her the benefit of that.
A quick point into Nardol's character. I'm really liking Nardol. And he's like the other humorous character, but now he has a Sonic because the Doctor just threw him one. By the way, I love the little inclusion of all the Sonics.
Yeah.
In the little
kind of
and the memory of Riversong and granddaughter Susan. I liked that, and also the link there. That was fun.
Yes, it's a very good reminder that we have not moved too far away from what we've had 50 odd years ago.
But back to my point of Nardol, though. I just like how his character's progressing, and have you noticed that he comes across sometimes as an idiot-styled person, very all over the place, daft. I don't know what's going on, kind of
nervous.
thing.
I'd say nervous.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, snap, he becomes very serious and talks to Bill as if and flicked his screwdriver up as if he's really intelligent and knows what he's doing and he's got the path, and it's like I like how his character switches back and forth between daft and serious. I really do like his character. I think they're progressing him very interestingly.
That's just Matt Lucas, though. That sums him up.
And don't go there when he's put into... was it Skara that they went to?
No, I don't think so.
Because I was not quite sure about that, because the building, the corridor design looked very much like a TARDIS, which is why some people said that some Daleks in the TARDIS or something. So,
the people firing. The first thing that came to my head?
What?
Thals.
Actually, there was a thing about...
But weren't the Thals quite primitive?
They had like shiny clothing and mops for a head.
Yeah.
Which is basically what we saw.
Which is... I remember
they weren't advanced.
Hearing that they were going to be there again. Basically, I saw a thing that said the ones that we saw in that episode had been in it before.
Okay.
Of course, no one knew it was going to be the first episode, but they were speculating after they'd seen the trailer when you can actually see one of them being thrown out by a Dalek's fire.
So, from there, let's give our verdicts for this episode. So, Cody, out of 10, what would you give this episode?
Given that this is the first episode of Doctor Who we've seen in...
Over a year.
That's a year now.
Yeah. well, first episode of a series, but yeah.
I would probably say I'd give it a 9.
A 9? Okie dokie. John, what would you give out of 10?
While I would like to have had more character development on terms of like who that monster is, etc. I think that what I said, where it might be a continuation into other episodes. I hope. If that is the case, then that's fantastic, and I think that Stephen Moffat may redeem himself a bit more this series. We'll soon find out. Not gonna hold any promises there. But I did quite enjoy it. I did think it was a great start, and it did feel different. And I like the university setting. I don't know why, but it just felt more... It reminded me a bit of Class, to be honest. Ever so slightly. The way the setting was.
Do you know what's funny about that? In one of the scenes where there's the lecture going on, you see someone's sleeve, and the way the person was dressed reminded me of Charlie. You know, the Prince guy. I thought that was kind of interesting. I looked at it, I was like,
But yeah, in terms of verdicts, I'm going to probably... Yeah, I'll agree with Cody. 9.
Okay. For me, being the first episode, I enjoyed it. I did like it. There were a couple of issues I had. You know, we kept jumping from one linear storyline to something completely different, and there were little bits here and there out of place. But overall, with the idea of development going on throughout in the entire series, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. And my personal feeling inside, my overall verdict, I'm going to give it an 8. Okay. So, folks, that is the end of our Doctor Who review for episode 1 of the pilot for series 10, and we will see you guys again in the next review next week. So, until then, see you soon.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, folks, for watching. If you enjoyed, do please leave a like or comment below on this video.
If you want more, on Jack's side is the last video and the recommended video that we've suggested to you.
To stay tuned for more, on John's right is the link to our channel so you can subscribe, and also we have a link to our website if you want more information about who we are and what we do. Until next time,
take care, stay safe,
and remember,
let your geeks out. Bye bye, guys.